Hello and welcome to the O.J and V-Act show, people. My name is V-Act and this is...
O.J, sup?
Yeah. I hope you guys are doing great. If not, fear not, because we are here to save your day. Well, we hope to make your day a bit better at least. Anyhow, in this episode we will talk about the following topics. Dennaton Games Hotline Miami 2, 5 Live Studios Satellite Reggae, Rockstars GTA 5 Online, the anime show Gintama, and our soundtrack of the week, which this time is nothing but serious awesome Doom covers. So let's get down to business, people. We're gonna start with Hotline Miami 2 here, people, and we got a handful of questions to go through, so we're just gonna start this thing. And the first one is it even humanly possible to make Hotline Miami 2 better than the first game? And I will try to answer that before I toss it over to OJ. Well, it can be done if, and I say if, Dennaton Games fix, like, I mean, it wasn't many things that were broken in Hotline Miami 2, so I would say it more like better controls, more crazy shit, new ideas, enhance the gameplay in, better graphic and such. So I don't know if it can become like better grade-wise, but I still think it can become a better game in a whole than Hotline Miami 1, the original game, I mean. So I think it's possible, and the very first trailer gave me that vibes that it can become better than the first game. So, oh yeah, what do you think?
Oh, is it my turn?
Yes.
Well, make it better than the first one. I don't know, maybe the graphics a bit, not to be a graphic fag, but and violence is enough. I don't think they can increase the violence anymore. Maybe some new death moves or something.
Yeah.
But you know, the blood, if they turn up the blood even more, it's gonna be like a tomato feast over the place. I don't know, I like when the game has more human in it, so I hope there's gonna be more talk scenes and, such. Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm hoping for, to be better in Hotline Miami 2, so...
Because I played through, like, the whole game and got the bonus stage and unlocked all the masks and all that, and I feel that they can add more, like, dark humor to it, I think.
I have a sin to commit, father. I haven't played Hot Miami 1, sorry.
What?
No, it's the truth.
You fucking infidel!
But calm your tits, put them on ice. I've seen a lot of game playthroughs, and I've actually watched C-Nanners play it a bit, so I know what the game is about, so...
It's awesome.
Yeah, it's freaking awesome just to watch it play through, so... Yeah. I get great hopes for number 2.
Yeah. Well, that would be the first question. Then we're gonna move on to the next one. Should Dennaton Games make Hotline Miami 2 just as difficult as the original game? And well, I'm a hardcore gamer, so in my case, yes, it should be just as difficult. I mean, you can pick different difficult settings, but I think the game should be pretty hardcore by default. Even if you choose like the easiest level, it should still be hard, because I don't know, I'm the kind of gamer that gets like satisfaction from being able to play through a really hard game. You feel like a winner in a way, and I mean, it doesn't matter if you get like hit or shot just one time in Hotline Miami. You die just by one hit, so that in itself are pretty hard. One hit equals death. So, but I don't think like Dennaton Games is gonna make Hotline Miami 2 easier than the first game. And from what I have heard from those lucky bastards that got the chance to play Hotline Miami 2, it doesn't seem like it's going to be easier than the original game. So yeah, I'm all for a hardcore experience. You know, you need skills to win, and I'm pretty sure that OJ feels the same there.
Yeah, back in my days, there wasn't even anything called easy mode. There was just hard and even harder. That's what she said. Well, as my brother said, I hate games that's too easy, and yeah, I'm a pretty hardcore gamer, so I've been playing for a while. And go back in the days where saving was a nuke, no, what's it called, rare thing.
It was
So,
rare.
yeah, you can say when you wanted and such, so I'm all for the hardcore playing, so.
Kind of like Shadowrun Returns, you can't save when you want to. It's almost like Diablo 2. You have to make to a certain section to get the ability to save.
Yeah. Today we dive into hell. That's the YOLO we said back in the days when YOLO didn't exist.
But I mean, if there were a save function in Hotline Miami, it would be way too easy because you can just load, fast load all the time.
Yeah.
So it doesn't need any skills or anything. But if you doesn't make through the whole level and you die, then you have to start over from the beginning. And I think if they took away that, then Hotline Miami 2 wouldn't be the same thing anymore.
Nope.
So I think that would pretty much give my and your thoughts, I believe, about the whole thing.
Yeah. Well, I think we have completed this question.
Yeah, I'm gonna take the next one. What would we love to see in Hotline Miami 2? I'm just gonna go through what I wrote here earlier this morning. A level editor would be super nice because, make our own stages, maps, weapons perhaps. Steam Workshop support. More awesome music, because we all know how fucking awesome the soundtrack was for Hotline Miami, the original game, I mean. More ways to kill, new weapons and masks. And I also would have to, request better controls, because I don't know how it was for PlayStation and all the other formats, but I think the controls for PC was kind of stiff, at least with keyboard. I haven't tried it with a game controller. So I'm gonna ask OJ, what would you love to see in Hotline Miami 2?
Boobies! I have a serious mode here. I don't know, what do you mean by Steam Workshop? Like a creation kit? Your own map making?
Yeah, so you can make your own weapons and such.
Yeah, that would be awesome, man.
Because there's not like there was a lack of weapons in the first game, but I feel like there's way more stuff that can be done. There's a shitload of weapons in the real world.
PC is like the modern technologies for mod making, so... So yeah, I think the mod creation kit should be existing in Hotline Miami 2, so...
Yeah.
And I can agree on the other lines too. So more music, more weapons and such, so... We want more, we're greedy bastards.
I think I could also add, because I don't think that the original game had it, co-op online mode and maybe LAN mode, online play and play together with a friend or foe, which you prefer.
With friendly fire, which will make you lose your friends.
If I could play a co-op game in Hotline Miami 2, that would be awesome, because then me and OJ can play together, and that would be super awesome. If you play on a really high difficulty, then I'm quite sure that you can have use for a friend, cover your back and all that. So that's our take on that question. So we're gonna take the next one, and this is gonna be a bit controversial. So calm your tits, as O.J always says. What's up with the rape scene in Hotline Miami 2? And the funny thing is this: I didn't hear about that little incident before some days ago, and the thing is this: the whole incident took place, I think it was months ago, I'm not quite sure, but it was at the Penny Arcade Expo when they showed off the demo for Hotline Miami 2, and the player can attempt to do a rape, sexual assault on a woman as the pig butcher, and that triggered quite a lot of buzz and response, which I can understand. But at the same time, I mean, how many rape scenes hasn't there been in like movies and TV series? So I can't like justify that they have put that scene in the game, but I still don't understand why they always go ape shit when there's something like that in a game. I mean, I can like defend them all day long. I mean, I'd say it's just a game. It's just, you know, binary code, ones and zeros, and you know, all that. But at the same time, I mean, if there's a good reason why they put that scene in the game, I mean, perhaps they could like write that the woman will try to take revenge on Pig Butcher. What do I know? I mean, oh yeah, what do you think?
You know, this fucking media thing, but every time it's something new, you know, like, as you said, there have been a lot of rape scenes in movies, but when there's something new, like, oh, it's raping scene in games, oh, we have to go ape shit now. Like, man is superior!
I mean, Kara Ellinson of PC Gamer took that to heart. I mean, she was really upset about the whole thing.
The girl looked like me. Shut up!
I mean, I understand where she's coming from in a certain aspect, but I mean, they're like, what's it called in English? They're making like a hen out of a feather. I mean, they blow up in this big
fuck's sake, man.
Precautions.
It's fucking pixelated game. You don't even see the whole thing.
Yeah, and as I said, they can write the game so that the woman gets a chance to revenge or something like that, and it can be a dream. You know, you can write it to whatever you want.
I have the defense line. If they go ape shit over this fucking thing in games, then I'm a person that reads manga, and yeah, there are a lot of things when there is like the sadist women who always harass the guys in the manga, so and we don't go ape shit over that, so I think the women can really overreact sometimes.
Double moral, I would say.
Yeah.
And there's also, if you said it was like in Purple Fiction, let's say that it was a guy that got raped by a guy, then no one would give a shit. Or say that it was a woman that sexually assaulted a guy, then no one would give a shit either.
Yeah.
So that's my point.
We can go on all day, who is right and who's wrong, and equality and all that bullshit. It's like fucking religion. I don't want to go into that either. So I think we're gonna push that question under the carpet. So
before it blows up.
Yeah.
Okay. Now the best question, perhaps. When will Hotline Miami 2 be released? And from what I have learned and heard, it's set for some time next year. There's been like speculations of a summer release, and honestly, I think that's the most like logic, you know, like possibility, because I don't think they want to rush it, you know, the bugs and messy gameplay and all that. So I think I wouldn't be surprised if it let's say it's released in like July next year. That sounds pretty like logic. So I don't think we're gonna see it before next summer, to be honest. And as far as I know, it's gonna be released for PC, Mac, Linux, PlayStation 4 and the PlayStation Vita. I'm not sure about Xbox One though, but I think it would be rather strange if they skip Xbox One.
They play smart.
Yeah. So that would be all for the Hotline Miami 2 topic, and we're gonna add a video in the video description box to the Hotline Miami 2 teaser trailer, so you can give your opinions, thoughts and such on that one. So we're gonna move on to the next topic here, and our next topic will be Mike Diskette's Satellite Regain, and I'm quite sure that not all of you know what that is, so I'm gonna give you a little bit of brief information here. Satellite Regain is a spiritual sequel to Syndicate Wars, which were and are an old bullfrog game which you control 4 agents in a cyberpunk environment. And it's a pretty dark game. I mean, all the super big corporation that tries to rule the world and all that. And it's like an action-based strategical game. I mean, Syndicate are a mix of a lot of different genres. And how should I describe Syndicate in the easiest kind of way? Well, it's like a mix of Shadowrun, Fallout, and I also have to say like Matrix in a certain way, at least when it comes to action, minus the bullet mode. But Satellite Regain is, in my point of view, the next step in the Syndicate series. And of course, they can't call it Syndicate because EA owns that IP. So, but from the Kickstarter video Satellite Regain, it seems to be, well, Syndicate next gen in a certain kind of way. So we're gonna go through a set of questions here on the Satellite Regain topic, and the first one would be, what are our thoughts on 5 Live Studio Satellite Regain? And well, my overall thoughts would be positive, because I have been waiting for a sequel to Syndicate Wars like forever, and as we all know, Starbreeze Syndicate game turned out to be an FPS game, and it's not a bad game, but I got kind of like disappointed that it wasn't anything like the old Syndicate games. So my hopes are pretty high for Satellite Regain, and as well, I have looked at, seen pretty much every video released for Satellite Regain to date. So I think it's gonna be pretty cool. So, Oye, what do you think?
Well, I'm always happy when they make a remake, or what you call it. Maybe not a remake, but you know, the next gen or spiritual
sequel.
Exactly, as you mentioned earlier. You know, you get this happy feeling inside. You know, you get to bring you back in the times when you were a little kid.
Childhood memories.
Yeah, exactly. So, and I had seen pretty much, not as much as my brother maybe, but it gets my hopes up, and I really hope pretty much people will support these guys, because they have a lot on their plate, you know, to program and such, to bring forth, and they need all the support they can get. So, guys, get out there and reach out a hand to these people.
Yes. Then we're gonna take the next one. Who is Mike Diskette? And well, he's the he's the brain behind the original Syndicate and Syndicate Wars, and I think he also had a say in Theme Park, I think, the first game. Well, to sum it up, he worked on a handful of games for Bullfrog back in the days, and he's also the mastermind behind Satellite Regain. So, well, you can say that it's most likely going to be, as I said earlier, a next-gen version of Syndicate. So, I really hope that they're gonna, like, make it Syndicate, but with better graphics and all that. So they're bringing Syndicate into the next generation, if you know what I mean. So that would pretty much describe who Mike Diskett is and what his plans for Satellite Regain and all that.
Who's your daddy and what does he do?
Yeah, but if you want an interesting read, then you can just Google his name and, well, find out quite a lot about his previous games. He's been involved in, well, a whole lot of games.
Wait, Bullfrog, ain't that the same who made Dungeon Keeper?
Yes, that's correct.
I love that game. I hope they will make a third or a remake of that game.
Well, that's another topic, but...
Yeah, sorry, I just remembered.
Sidestep. Well, they're probably gonna be, I mean, I don't remember the name right now, but Total Biscuit helped them out, that they made also like a spiritual sequel, but for Dragon Keeper, so that's already in the making. So yeah. I'm just hoping that Satellite Regain will have the same positive impact on people, and well, as far as I know, the Kickstarter campaign went great and they're already founded, so now it's the easy part when it comes to developing the game itself. So, but anyhow, we're gonna move on to the next tab. What can we expect? Well, hopefully a new Syndicate experience, and Syndicate like it's meant to be. And what I mean with that is like the spirit of Syndicate. I mean, it's kind of hard for someone to understand if you haven't played the original Syndicate. I mean, I grew up with Syndicate Plus, for example, so I even finished the game. So I have this like picture in my head how I want Satellite Regain to be. I mean, I'm not gonna just have this like box how I want it to be. I mean, you have, like I say, you have to think outside the box. So I'm not gonna like, you know, this is how it should be. I mean, you can have it like Syndicate, but still evolve it, if you know what I mean. Make it to a new kind of experience, but still it's Syndicate, but with new shit, so to say. So what do I expect? True to its what's it called, form. I mean, the spirits of Syndicate, and I hope that it's not going to be like a stressed production, so that the whole game becomes just like, well, crap in the end because they stressed it.
Like the last copycats in the game that was a fucking FPS game.
Yeah. Well, most the Syndicate fans thought that it would be like the old school games, but when we heard that it was a FPS game, it was like, oh, here we go again, you know, and yet another FPS game. I mean, it was like the XCOM.
Yeah,
FPS game.
God, don't even mention it.
And I mean, if you're gonna talk about that one, when they finally released the XCOM FPS, which is called the Buru or something like that, it turned out to be crap. And
no big surprise.
No, sadly enough, no, it was not a big surprise. So I'm just hoping that Satellite Regain will be nothing like that. Well, first of all, it's not an FPS game, so they got that one right at least. So, well, I have pretty much told what I expect. I don't know, what do you expect?
Hey, expect
perfection,
awesomeness, and brilliance.
Epic madness.
Yeah. You know, wars against the government that we all hate. Don't look me up, please. I'm just saying. They took our jobs. All that shit. And, the typical Syndicate feeling, as Robin mentioned here.
Yep.
And you have no excuse, guys. I was born 93, so don't even call our old Gramps for playing the original game. So get your ass down near the computer and install the original game and play it through, motherfuckers.
That's a funny thing that you mentioned that, because I think they called what's they called again? God damn, I forgot the name. The ones who made XCOM Enemy Unknown. I'm sorry, I misplaced their name at the moment. Anyhow, they played the original XCOM games just to get the vibe and the feeling, and they transferred that into XCOM Enemy Unknown. So I really hope that the Satellite Regain crew will play the old games so that they, get the feeling and all that. So
that's the real fucking game developers right there, man.
Exactly. So that
they know what the fans want, not the bullshit.
Yeah. So I hope that's how they will develop Satellite Regain. So we just have to wait and see, I guess. The next one then.
The waiting.
Is it true that Satellite Regain has ended up on Steam Greenlight? And the short answer would be yes. I actually found out about that yesterday.
We have proof!
Yeah, you just have to Google it and you can see it there. So show your support to Satellite Regain, people. They need our help. Because if they get it on Steam, then, well, obviously they're gonna make money so they can put that into the game and make it even better.
I know you have money.
Yeah.
You spend it every weekend on fucking Steam shop, motherfuckers.
Yeah, anyhow, hopefully they will release Steam Early Access for Satellite Regain as soon as possible, but we have to wait and see how that turns out.
Yeah, the plates on our table is empty for now.
So, then the final question, when will Satellite Regain be released? And sadly enough, there's just this plain answer to that, and that will be sometime next year. So that could be anything from, the summer to the winter next year. But I feel like this, they should take their time to make it a good game. I'm not going to rant on Shadowrun Returns now, but in my opinion, they should have taken a bit, tiny more time to make the game,
Tiny.
Fix the bugs and...
Asian penis tiny.
Yeah. And it could have been a good idea to add a function that you can say when you want. So, well, I think it's better that they take their time with Satellite Regain than, hurry, release the game.
Patience is rewarding.
Yeah. So, that would pretty much sum the whole thing up about the Satellite Regain. So we're just gonna add the Satellite Regain Kickstarter video in the video description box, so you can all watch that. And I should also add that they have put out new videos for Satellite Regain, so you're gonna want to check that one out as well. So we're done with that topic, so we're gonna take the next one here.
Here we go, on to my next topic. It's my time, motherfuckers. Well, which is GTA 5 Online, that all guys are probably playing right now and not listening on this, motherfuckers. Anyway, question number one then. I just skip shortly here because everyone knows what GTA 5 is. Well, first question here, APB Reloaded is GTA 5. Well, I've been playing just one of those, and that's APB Reloaded, because I don't own a fucking PS3 or a Xbox 360. Which I'm very, very angry about. Anyway, back to the question here. Well, I've been playing APB Reloaded pretty much, but I get this feeling when I'm playing it, it's not much to do except, organizing your character's looks or do, quests, missions where you play against either as a criminal or against special force cops. That's pretty much it. That's all you can do. You know, kill each other and do fucking missions. In GTA 5, well, I have seen the trailer, and they have many promising things and not so promising things like server problems and such, but that's another question we have here, so I'm just gonna keep that short and keep on to my original question here. Well, I think GTA 5 wins a lot more in, you know, things to do, but the servers are much more stable in IPB Reloaded, so, well, brother, what do you have to say?
Yeah, thank you for that.
My voice is almost gone there.
Yeah, well, first of all, APB Reloaded are a free-to-play game.
Yeah, I forgot to mention that. Sorry.
Yes, no problem, bro. And GTA 5 Online, well, obviously you have to buy the game to play that. And GTA 5 has better graphics than APB Reloaded. Yeah, but take it easy. But here's the main point. APB Reloaded at least works. And like the half of the world's GTA 5 players can't play GTA 5 Online because there's this shitload of errors. I actually read it was a forum post by Rockstar themselves, which they like lined up all the errors that's in GTA 5 Online at this very moment, and I swear to God, it's even worse than Diablo 3, you know, the release day. I mean, I couldn't even play Diablo 3 for like 2 weeks because I got that goddamn error that says you can't log into the server. And if you like balance all this stuff, you know, minus plus with APB Reloaded vs GTA 5 Online. Let me see now. APB Reloaded, it's free and it works. GTA 5 Online, you have to buy the game, and the online function doesn't work, at least not so well. So, I mean, let's say like this, the ones who can play GTA 5 Online say it's like, oh, it's fucking awesome and all that. So, I mean, it's kind of hard to compare those two because they're so different to each other. I mean, it's still a gangster and all that, but as I said, APB Reloaded is free and GTA 5 Online is not, and APB Reloaded works. You can log in and play it, but GTA 5 Online have a lot of issues, so you guys have to... Oh, I forgot. Also, you have to have a PlayStation 3 or 360 to play GTA 5 Online. APB Reloaded is for PC, so in my case, APB Reloaded, because I can't even play GTA 5 Online. So, I think that will pretty much sum up that question. So,
yeah.
Oh, yay.
On to the next question. Adventure begin. Which is Release Nightmare, which we've been talking about a little bit already. Yes, which is the fucking errors. Servers not working, people raging, spitting coal over their screens, children crying because their dad are screaming, and wives are crying still because their husband is playing too much, or boyfriend, whatever. Well, I'm not surprised because I don't know, it feels like they released the online mode too quickly because, you know, it's a lot, you know, I don't think there been an online thing that's this huge as GTA 5's world, you know.
Nope.
You can almost figure out yourself, even if you're not this gamer programmer, because there's bound to be issues and errors and all those things that's popped up here.
I'm just gonna add one thing. I could be wrong now, but I think GTA 5, I mean, the world is the biggest GTA world to date. So, I mean, it's this humongous world of errors that's just waiting to blow up in your face, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, it's like fucking Gary Small with error.
A good one. Yeah, exactly. So, I mean, we're gonna add a link to Rockstars blog post because they can read all the
latest news. Error.
The whole page is just error. No, but seriously, there's this humongous list of errors that players have experienced when they have played GTA 5 online. So, and the thing is this, they keep on adding new errors to the list. So when I checked it last night...
Hey, bro, I know we should do a fucking competition between Diablo 3 errors and GTA errors and see who wins. And I know what we should have surprise, but, you know, it will be a fun thing, you know.
The error competition.
I mean, Diablo 3's Diablo error book is like bigger than the fucking Bible, so...
Yeah, it's like I mean, it's like a telephone book, you know. It's super big.
Error, motherfucking error.
My name is Error. Zelda. But seriously, it's been a release nightmare, and Rockstar have admitted that pretty much. And it was like O.J said. I mean, what did they expect? And honestly, they should have like had this beta for the online function, like for a half year or something like that.
Haven't they have bug testers first? I mean, the errors, you know, they came pretty quickly. It's not like it took time before someone discovered them. They like boom, instantly error.
From what I know, the most common errors are the Rockstar Cloud service unavailable and failed to host a GTA Online session. Those are the most common errors. At least it was when I checked yesterday. So it's like O.J said. It wasn't like, oh shit, we didn't know that this would happen. So I get the idea that Rockstar just, you know, hush to throw this out to people and like, oh, it's broken, but don't mind our people. We got this. We got the shit. Just sit down and shut the fuck up. We're gonna fix this when we got the time for it.
They're probably bathing in money right now. They're fucking busy.
$800 million, bro.
I think question number 3 is already answered. You know, what we think about GTA 5 so far. Yeah. So, we're gonna skip to next one, right, brother? We have an agreement
I was
there.
just going to say, bug as hell, but funny as hell. That's how I would summon it. So, now we can move on to the next one.
Yeah, I've seen some gameplays and the people are fucking laughing their ass off. So, anyway.
Yeah.
Number 4 then. Will GTA 5 online experience be better than for PC? Well, as we discussed in the earlier talk show, where we mentioned mods, which are big impact for PC and a big open thing for PC. So I think the PC experience will be bigger because, you know, as I said, mods, and I think the service will be more stable, I think. So
you got more powerful hardware, most likely better controls, and you got, well, I think a bigger online community. So in overall, I think the gameplay for the online function should be better for PC, but
yeah, and I think you will find that, you know, players more easily than to PS3 too. So
yeah,
because I think at least the PC fan base are bigger than both 360, Xbox and PC. So
yeah, I think so.
I discussed that with my friends earlier. I think they said that PC is bigger than both combined. So
yeah, there you have it.
Yeah, I think that sums up the next one. Calm down. I will get there shortly.
Yeah.
My brother is very eager about this one. Oculus Rift and GTA 5 Online. As you've seen, calm down, brother. I will get to you shortly here.
Yeah.
Well, as you've seen, PewDiePie have been playing Oculus Rift a lot, and you know, he explained the feeling. You know, it's like you're in the game. And imagine if you drive a car in GTA 5 and with the Oculus Rift. Insane. It will be mind-blowing. I don't know. It might be too much work. I don't know how this system works exactly, if they have to program the whole thing over to get this function to work with GTA 5.
I think they have to make like support for Oculus Rift. So like the Rockstar team has to get like development kit for Oculus Rift, and they have to like, what's it called in English? Implement. I mean, integrate Oculus Rift support into GTA 5 and the online functions. So you can pretty much imagine that there's going to be a lot of programming before that's going to work. And there's also a lot of other questions that pops up. Like, I have heard people had played Oculus Rift. They say that they become, seasick and they almost throw up. And so that makes me wonder, let's say that you jump from a building into a, skydive, will you throw up in real? Because there was this test program thing for the Oculus Rift when I think you did like what's called parachute jump from an airplane, and the guy in, I think it was PC Gamer Sweden, and how he almost threw up because, car sickness, I think it's called, motion sickness. He described it as, in Half-Life 2 when you use that hovercraft, I think it's called.
Before it was patched.
Yeah, exactly. Before then, people did throw up because they become motion sick, moving sideways.
I think it's the person with the steady metal, state.
Because I haven't seen PewDiePie whine about, I'm feeling sick, and I mean he plays like long sections.
I think there's some connection between if you're scared of heights and such, because as I mentioned, there's really this real feeling when you're in the Oculus Rift when you play. So you might get sick as you are getting sick in real life when you're when you're standing somewhere high and you know.
I'm gonna add a fun thing to the Oculus Rift and GTA 5 thing here. There was this one guy that said if they add Oculus Rift support to GTA 5 online,
Strip club.
Exactly, I'm gonna get to that. I don't know if you guys have seen the Conan O'Brien GTA 5 review, and he goes to the strip club. And that made me think, Oculus Rift and strip club.
I mean, one note though is almost already like, Rift thing, because you get pretty close look up when you're in there. From my own experience.
From your own experience. Hand lotion and paper.
You're almost like, touching an ear because you're like, oh shit, you're so close, man. I'm tripping, man.
Okay, we're not gonna go deep into that subject, so we're just gonna add official gameplay video for GTA out online here
in the section below.
Yeah, so we're gonna move on to a whole nother subject here in a brief moment.
Here we're moving on to the next subject, which is a favorite anime of mine, when it comes to humor at least, which is Gintama, which is a very underrated anime, I think, because I don't see it on the top 1 list of humor when I'm looking up anime that I want to watch. Anyway, those who doesn't know what Gintama is, it's a Japanese anime show which is freaking awesome. You should go watch it yourself if you're an anime fan. Well, it's pretty much pure humor. Sometimes it has serious moments which is more epic than any other battles I've seen in anime. So anyway, that's the short tale I have about Gintama. I'm not such a good description here, so you have to watch it yourself. Anyway, question number 1. Are Gintama the funniest anime show ever created? And I can just say shortly yes, because I never laughed my ass off so fucking much as I watched Gintama. It's like every episode is not funny. I mean, it's funny every episode. They never fail to, get you to laugh. So you can't really say, oh, that episode is my favorite, because every episode is freaking epic.
There's like, in a way, it's like X-Files. Every episode has like a super high quality level when it comes to, in Gintama's case, it's the humor, of course.
Yeah, I really admire how they can do that, because like other shows like One Piece or fucking Naruto Shippuden, where there's a fucking filer every fucking 5 episode, which I freaking hate so much. You know, you lose the line about the story every time they do that.
I think... Jaha, det där var ju bra.
Excuse me, guys. We're gonna clip here for a while. Well, sorry, guys. We're back here again. Some fucking douchebag was calling and interrupted our show. But here we are back to the epic talk show again. Where was we? Right, we was just going to move on to question number 2, I think.
Yes.
Which episode do we like most? Well, there's a lot of them, as I mentioned earlier, but if I have to be pressed or have to say one episode, then, well, let me think for a while. Fuck, there's so many, man. Can I take 2?
Yeah, well, it says to choose from. I mean, which episodes, so it's more than one, so you can pick more than one.
I think the episode where they are fooling Gintoki that had sex with all of them, you know, with that old lady who's paying rent to.
Yeah, that.
Because he drinks too much, and I don't remember which episode that is, but if we have the Gintama fans listening on here, they probably know which episode I mean.
Mm.
They totally fucking fool him, total style. So that episode made me laugh a real lot. Well, what about you, man?
Well, I mean, how many episodes are there in total? Ain't there
I
like
think
200 plus?
More. I think it's over 300 now, actually.
Oh, I mean, the thing is this, it's kind of hard to just pick one, so I can think of a few here that are some of my favorite ones.
Wait, you have to choose that one where they're in the shower with when this alien family comes in there.
Yeah, well, let me see here. You got episode 37 when Gintoki meets Santa and help him to deliver gifts. When they like do this Japanese prank show on Kagura-san. And you got this episode 74 when Edo's under attack by M-Unbrow zombies. When I think Gintoki is the only one that's not affected because he is already
lazy old tramp.
Lazy as hell. And you got that one, I think it's episode 100 when Gintoki tries to give like his tips to the author of a manga. I think it's called Gintama or something like that. And I think it's the same episode where there's like a monkey that writes the manga and all that.
It's supposed to be the author or the main head of the show.
They feed him bananas as payment for his manga. And you also got that episode, I think it's 121, when they join some role-playing game.
Oh yeah, that one.
And let me see now, that girl that stalks Gintoki all the time, she's also in that episode when they start playing the role-playing game, and she's like, is it called sadist, I think?
No, the other way, machinist.
No, and Gintoki hates her, and when he finds out that she's playing the same game as they are, he gets really upset. So, I mean, there's an episode for everyone, I think. That's their favorite one.
Oh my god, are these guys serious?
So, yeah, it's Telephone Terror Day today.
Yeah, apparently.
So,
but we're just gonna ignore that and keep on here.
Yeah, so as long as it's not for me, then it's okay.
Yeah.
So, well, anyhow, there's plenty of episodes to choose from, and I mean, there's at least one funny scene in each episode. Even the episodes that are like super serious get funny scenes in it, so it's hard to pick just one, so I just had to name a handful of episodes which I find very amusing.
The ones you really remember well.
Yeah, exactly. Well, this one is going to be a bit more easy, I think. Do we have a favorite Gintama character? So, well, I think there's like plenty of like interesting characters in Gintama, but if I have to just name one besides Gintoki, then I have to say Katsura.
Oh, you bastard! That was my pick.
And Elizabeth, because
motherfucker,
they're like a pair, so I count them as one character because they always hang together. So Katsura and Elizabeth are my favorite characters in Gintama. But O.J might have something else in mind, perhaps.
Well, I was gonna pick that, so... well, if I have to pick secondhand... which should I pick then?
That old man, perhaps. The bum.
Yeah, but he's so miserable, man. He kind of reminds me of, how the real life comes up in your face and smack it, He's like this sign how life can be miserable.
You got that...
No, wait. I came up with... What's that sadist called? The one in the Shingu and what the fuck they're called, the police.
Yeah, I know who you mean. The guy.
Yeah, you guys should know who I mean.
He tries to kill one guy.
He has this dark humor, as I've mentioned many times, and I really like that. So I picked that guy because this asshole stole mine. So
yeah.
Well, at least it shows we're brothers. We have the same opinions. So.
On some things. Yeah. Then the next one, then, if you could become any character for Gintama for a day, whom would you choose?
Oh, me.
Okay, you go first then.
Let's see. Probably Katsura or the sadist guy, because the sadist guy, he's just tremble everybody and just stomp on them like fucking pwning everyone. He just don't give a shit. He just do what he wants,
Yeah.
And not even his superior officers don't do anything about it, so I probably choose the sadist guy, so...
Me? Well...
So one side note, I'm not a sadist in my real life, so...
yeah, okay. No, you have to answer for... no. Well, in my case, then... Kagura-san would be pretty interesting. I mean, she's a super strong girl. She could pretty much kick anyone's ass, so that would be interesting. I mean, I could probably join, MMA, fight,
Yeah.
Learn a lot of money just for one day. But she's also got this, like, super funny personality, so... Eating seaweed all day long.
Oh, fuck.
I don't know if you guys have tested, like, Japanese...
Well, we certainly have tested it. The more... what should we call it? Not the full version of seaweed. We kind of eat the candy version of it.
It's just called seaweed candy or something like that.
Kagura-san is kind of eating it raw or dried seaweed, so...
Tastes like crap, in my
But
opinion.
we eat the minier version of seaweed, candy version, so we didn't suffer in the fullest kind of way.
It tastes like...
Eating grass.
No, it tastes like aquarium water,
Yeah, aquarium water, that's the perfect description.
So I almost throw it up in the car when I took like a handful of them and just shoved them in my mouth, and it was like, oh crap, I can't like, spit them up in the car.
And I thought Japanese didn't like salty things.
Well,
they're all about this kawaii shit, and sweet.
Yeah.
But apparently not. Some of them likes salty things.
Yeah. I'm surprised too. So, but that was Kagura-san eats all the time. So I guess that's the only bad thing about her if I would become her for a day, because she eats that stuff all the time. So, that would pretty much be the end of that question. So we're gonna take the last one from
which is, should there be a Gintama Oculus Rift game?
Of course, fuck yeah!
I mean, imagine the eyes in those scenes where this shit is happening.
Insane.
Yeah, like that scene I mentioned in the bath scene there, where they actually kill those aliens' grandpa there.
Yeah, I think so. It's pretty messed up.
Imagine the panic, man. And they think actually those monsters or aliens are actually like murderers, and because of their looks, so they're always misunderstood. So they always create a scene that's not even necessary, because they're not even gonna do anything. Well, which is the funny thing, because they're not even gonna do anything, so they just make worse for themselves.
Yeah, and I just imagine the fight scenes with the Oculus Rift engaged. That would be pretty intense.
Yeah, but you will probably need a big room with no,
of course, I'm gonna
unique things or fucking paintings and vulnerable stuff around you.
Do it in a museum.
Yeah, I have seen many times where guys break the TV or break their glass table.
Smack the girlfriend in the face with the controller.
Yeah, and it's very dangerous shit.
Or the other way around. I have seen one girl that did a sucker punch in her boyfriend's nuts with the Wii U remote. And the pain, I mean, you saw in his face, that was like, kill me now, please. So, yes, you have to have like a big space if you're gonna like become Jim Toki in a like sword fight. You can't do it like in my small office here, because things would just break.
Have there even been a Gintama game?
Yes, there has. For, I think it's DS and PSP, and I think it was either a fighting game or an RPG game. But it's all in Japanese, so it wouldn't make sense to us anyway.
Yeah. Fucking shit. I hate when they just release games just in Japan.
Yeah, the most awesome games normally don't even get released outside Japan. But it can be the other way around as well. I mean, crap that gets released outside. Oh, I mean, crap that doesn't even leave Japan. So it's like,
Yeah.
It depends on what side of the coin you get.
Well, I think we're done here with that question, alright?
Yeah, so we're just gonna leave a very funny Gintama video in the video description box. So we're gonna move on to the last topic here. Yeah, now guys, we're gonna talk about the soundtrack of the week. And yeah, drum roll. It's Nothing But Zero. You might not have heard about him, but I think you should, because this guy has made some really kick-ass Doom covers. So, how did we hear about Nothing But Zero? Well, a fan commented on our Brutal Doom soundtrack video. So that's basically how I found out about him. And sadly enough, the guy hasn't like received the the credits and the fame and all that he deserves. So that's also why I made a video and like try to raise more like views on his behalf, that people will start to know about him and all that. So because I think he's like really talented, and I have heard like a lot of Doom covers throughout the years, and I think he has made some of the heaviest shit I have ever heard. So yeah. Oh yeah.
Well, to put it simply, I heard it from you. That's how I heard it. And
Mouth to mouth, people. Mouth to mouth.
that's probably how I will hear about other things too that I haven't heard from. And that's how it usually goes.
Yeah. So, well, what song do we like the best? I'm gonna go first here. I have to say Command Control, this Host of the Damned, which is black metal by the way, and that's like super fucking heavy, that song. But I think it was like 27 or 28 songs in total on the soundtrack that I made in the video, so there should be pretty much something for everyone to find in that one. So, but basically almost every song are like very, very heavy because they're all metal. There's some songs that are like synth, I think, or like chiptune in a kind of way. But anyhow, there should be something for anyone to enjoy on that soundtrack. Well, what should Nothing But Zero cover next?
Hey! What about me, motherfucker?
Sorry, I forgot. What's your favorite song?
On your face! Well, I didn't pick 3, so I just picked 1. I just, you know, picked my absolute favorite here, so which is Blood Falls, because I like when you get this, you know, picture in the head of the scenario when you listen to the song, you know.
You're in hell.
Yeah, exactly. You're this lonely wolf warrior walking on the road on hell to hell or something like that, you know. This epic entry song you hear, you know. You're walking slowly, you're gonna kick ass, you know, send it back to hell. You're already in hell, but so, well, make them despair into oblivion.
That particular song are basically the song that describes what Doom is all about, I think.
I have a special taste and I can pick out the best ones.
Yeah.
Because I'm awesome.
Oh, well, that can be debated, but I'm not gonna troll it. Then, what should Nothing But Zero cover next? And I actually have a list here. And,
My Little Pony.
yeah, My Little Pony.
Metal worship. Yeah.
No, but seriously, Doom 3 has some good songs. Doom 64, he should definitely do that one, because the Doom 64 soundtrack has some of the most evil tracks, I mean Doom tracks ever made. And Final Doom, of course, because
Robin became a devil worshipper after that.
What?
You became a devil worshipper. Admit.
Yeah,
Admit it!
yes, I burn crosses every day.
Sorry.
Anyhow, and Final Doom, because for some reason he hasn't done that one. So if he does those 3, then I'm very, very happy. So maybe O.J has some other thoughts what he should cover.
Well, I already mentioned one.
My Little Pony.
No, but ironically, he has this style, you know. He do this Doom games, you know, a bit back in the time kind of games. I don't know, maybe Blood. What else? Blood and.
Well, he could do. I mean, what's it called? Shadow Warrior.
Yeah, Shadow Warrior. I love that game.
So, and what else?
Blood and Shadow Warrior, that's enough. You know, you can't push too much working on it. It's one person, goddammit.
I don't know. I do recall that there's this old Monolith game called Shugu. I think that had a pretty nice soundtrack. So he could do something of that, perhaps. I don't know.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know if it's like his style, because most of those soundtracks that we mentioned are not like metal. It's more like environmental music, if you know what I mean. But he could probably make something of it, because I did notice that he had made a cover of Commander Keen and Wolfenstein 3D. So he seems to be a creative person, so to speak.
Open-minded.
Yeah, so I don't know. Maybe I should mail him and here, dude, can you perhaps make something of this? I don't know. yeah, so we're gonna move on to the next here. Should some of the songs be used for the Brute the Doom soundtrack, like officially? Well, as I mentioned earlier, I mean, if you take Command Control, This, and Halls of the Dam, those three particular songs are some of the heaviest from Nothing But Zero's Doom covers. So I think so, but I mean, Sergeant Mark is the guy that decides that, so I can't like, yeah, this is going to be it. But I would love to have those songs on the official soundtrack. I don't know if you have any other thoughts there.
As smart as I am, or a genius as I call myself, I have a better solution. You should make this option where you can like put in those you want to play up while you're playing.
Yeah, of course you can do it like that, but
why not? I mean, then you can pick out you like most, and maybe, you know, put up a playlist or something. I don't know how it works. It worked in the previous Gintama games. I don't know if you can do it in Gintama 5, but I hope so. Even if they're like, I think it's like 20 music channels, but yeah.
Yeah, but I meant like that he could do officially together with Sergeant Mark, so that he, what's it called? He enhanced the sound, the tracks after Brute the Doom version 19. Do you understand what I mean? That the tracks are like a part of the game from start.
Put epic with epic and becomes more epic.
Exactly. So, but as I said, it's all up to Sergeant Mark. And I mean, if Nothing But Zero even got time for that, I don't know. So, yeah. So the last one would be, what grade would you give the Nothing But Zero Doom cover album? Well, I have to say 9 out of 10. The only reason that I don't give it like a full 10 would be that I wish that some of the songs would have been more like, you know, heavy, like This or Command Control, but I guess you can't get everything now, can you? Yeah, 9 out of 10, I give it. Oh, yeah.
Not be create a nice number so I'm not copycatting my brother. Well, yeah. I could agree. I want this, you know, totally brutal music, you know, like really going into hell and, you know, like slaughter things, not like, you know, brutal elevator music.
Yeah, I mean, you got like epic guitar licks, you got metal power to the max, and Nothing But Zero has made some of the best Doom cover songs I ever heard. So, I mean, 9 out of 10 on my behalf. So,
yeah, because, you know, the music creates half of the scenery in the game, the feeling, you know.
Yep.
Anyway, back to rating. Well, I put an 8 then, because I'm not a super fan. I'm not like listening on the music every day, but you know, sometimes like, yeah, I want to go back in time and listen on this kind of music, and I do.
You listen to Miley Cyrus all day.
Yeah, and I watch her twerking videos at the same time.
Losing appetite fast.
Oh no, no, to hell with that. No.
Well, that would be all for this time, people. So we're just gonna add the Doom Metal cover video to the video description box so you can watch and listen to the whole soundtrack from Nothing But Zero. So I hope that you guys gonna love that one, and have a great day, people, and take care and all that.
Yeah, don't cry, we're in the back next week.
Yeah, bye bye.
See you guys.